Hi, I'm Luke,
And I'm Jimmy.
and this is what's on the table.
I almost kicked the chair.
Please don't. I don't want to be in the fucking front room.
So I've been having a fun time this year. I need to stop hitting the table. No, shaking.
It's not shaking, it's an earthquake.
I've been having a very fun time this year, and what I mean by that is this year has been good to me, but it's also been really rough. A lot of good things in terms of like this job monster, and my current place of living is pretty nice.
Sponsor us.
I work for y'all, please sponsor me.
I drank you guys like fiends. Like unhealthy amount. Sponsor us.
But no, in all seriousness, cool. But I have been going through a lot of shit lately. Just a lot of just close friends and family passing away.
In other words, fuck 2021.
Sir, we're trying to be somewhat like.
No!
There's our one F-bomb. Thunderdoodle. Thunderdoodle. All right, so, but no, yeah, it's been a little rough. Not gonna lie. So we've had it's been hard for me to want to make videos, and Luke has been. If I'm not here, Luke kind of freezes up when he tries to make videos.
Not that, If the camera's on me, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you try to make videos by yourself, you have a rough time with it.
Yeah, because you're like, hey, I'm being right back. I have nothing planned. Come back.
You're the one who thinks of things.
You're the one who thinks of things. I just run off.
You're
with
the
them.
one with the brain. You got the brain. I got the courage. We had to kill the guy who had that heart. That was too weird.
Speaking of, I need to go check on that heart.
All right, so thanks you for getting through this awful intro.
This is bad, and we're not restarting it.
No, we'll never restart because honestly, it brings the most important parts of why we haven't made a video lately. So we're trying to get back more into it.
We won't.
Our my Tasigur deck is doing insanely well. That deck profile is doing insanely well. Thank you for watching that. Oh my god, like that's I didn't expect to have a video with that many views.
I think it jumped.
For at least
I think I saw
it's like 700 views or something like that.
I think I saw it at 750.
Something like that. Like
Yeah, it's doing outrageously well.
I was not expecting that at all. Like actually, let's look it up right now. On my fancy tablet.
Fancy.
Let's see.
You're gonna have to bear with this. We have no editing.
No editing. What's that?
Do not do. Don't just look up what's on the table. You get like 80 different channels.
Well, no. We go by the actual channel. No, we're on the first few. See?
Yeah, like I said, 80 of them.
He needs to change that. Or 710.
No, 710.
So
But
over
still.
700 views. I didn't expect us to get a video like this.
I didn't expect
Period.
it.
Not until at least we had like more viewers or more subscribers. I was thinking like maybe when we had like 100, 200 subscribers, we get a video with that many views. No,
Thanks
it's just
to fucking proper tagging. Thanks, Joey.
yeah, Joey Mygrass got that video. Oof. But no, now it didn't get the likes that I had asked for. Even that's the beginning of the video.
Oof.
I know, and somehow people kept watching through. That's at the beginning. It's at 4 minutes, and it's a brief moment at 4 minutes. People kept watching through that, so it was just crazy. But we got 22 likes. We didn't get the 25 likes that I had wanted and asked for.
We got close though.
But we got close enough, so I'll do it anyways. I will. So the deck I was going to do a deck profile of when we got to that point is dismantled.
What deck was it?
It was my CDH deck. I dismantled it, but however, what happened was I dismantled it and I empowered both the Tasigur deck and my Kai card. My Kai card is now my CDH deck.
Birds go brr.
Yeah, because I love combo. I love insane, crazy combo, and Kai card can go from, listen guys, I'm not winning this turn to, wait, hold up.
Turn 3 bomb.
Hold on, I might be winning this turn. I just love that so much. It's so dumb.
Turn 5 bomb.
But you know, but that's it is what it is. So we're going on a tangent again because that's how all these videos start.
We're not doing magic. We're supposed to be doing D&D.
No, but I am talking about this because I'm catching everyone up to speed. So now with that all out of the way, if you well actually we can put an annotation for to put right here. Yeah, we're gonna put in the annotation of if you want to watch the actual like video at this point. It'll start now.
In 10
So,
minutes from now.
so what we're gonna talk about now is specifically character creation. So we've already brought up character creation in D&D before, but now what we're gonna talk about more specifically is some characters we built before. We're gonna talk about those and what in our process of building them, like what was going through our mind when we were building these characters. Now, to be fair, I've only built a handful of characters for campaigns that were not my own.
Yeah.
I built a ton of characters for my campaigns, so it's a little different mentality. So I'll be trying to talk about more of the characters I made for other people's campaigns,
You're more of a.
but I will talk about some of the characters I made for my own campaigns.
Yeah, you're more of a DM than a player, anyways, though, aren't you?
I want to be more of a player, but the problem is that
Not all the stories are to your.
no, it's not that. When there's like 5 players at the table, it gets like you're just sitting there going. Which I hate. I hate when it's like that. Well, it's only really like that when it's like combat though,
Yeah.
because combat you're just waiting for your turn.
Yeah.
But when you're doing, I always want to try. Always like as a DM, I always want to try to keep my players doing stuff together. Now during times when they're at like a city, let them spread out and do what
Yeah.
they want. But when they're doing the mission, I want them kind of working together, doing stuff together, because that way everyone's doing something and no one's feeling bored.
Yeah. Which is fair.
All right. So let's get to our thing. So what's the? We'll start with you,
Okay.
unless you want me to go first.
Nah, let's go ahead and get mine out of the way.
All right. So let's talk about a character that you created and the process what was going through your mind when you built this character. So let's talk about the character first. So
Let's go ahead and start with my first character. My first character was I believe it was a druid that was very bad at what he did. Sponsor us. He was very bad at what he did. Because when I built the character, I didn't have... Sponsor us. I didn't really have the... sponsor us.
talk about your stupid thing. Talk about it.
I didn't have the guidance. The DM's like, here's the books, pick your character, pick your class, and just put numbers down.
That sounds awful.
It was. It took me 3 weeks to build a character.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know how to do any of this.
So,
Dad, help! I'm not playing that. Oh, I probably shouldn't say what he would say.
no.
You're right.
No, we're cutting it.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead. Continue.
We're gonna just cut that shit right there. So, it took me like 3 weeks to build this character. And I wound up putting most of my stats, because he wanted to use the point buy system, which I hate. But
there's certain times I like it for certain campaigns.
okay, fair. But I wound up putting strength and constitution as the higher stats,
Okay.
not the stats he needed.
Wait. You made your druid have higher strength and constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
He casted Thorn Whip and Punch. He was a muscle druid. He was not good at what he did.
Unless he turned into a bear. Then he was really good at what he did.
I did not get that chance. He died by the 3rd mission. In the 1st session.
Oh! Nice.
Yeah.
How'd he die? This is we weren't going to talk about the characters, but this is very short, so he didn't last long. So
No, he did not.
So what? Oh, how'd he die?
By his own thorns.
Not one whipping.
No, so for some reason, he could whip with the best of them. But he had wrapped up someone.
That's a negative dexterity. I can hit anyone.
Pretty much. But he wrapped him up and went to go hit and missed his hit. And someone grabbed him and just threw him into his thorns.
Oh, threw him to the...
And he died from that.
Yeah,
It was
if you're first level, that'll do it.
Oh, yeah. He was 1d3 poke damage dead.
Yeah, if you've taken any other damage at that point as a druid, like, at most you're going to have, like...
Very squishy.
At most you'll have, like... Well, actually, that would have been 3.5, so you probably would have had anywhere from, like, 7 to 8 health at that point. So, yeah, you're probably... Yeah.
I was very dead, and I was very mad.
So I got into I started learning about D&D during 3.5 because I remember that book that 3.5 players handbook I gave you.
Jesus Christ.
Because I actually got into I didn't get into the game, but I wanted to get into the game. And when I was looking at Dungeons and Dragons books at the store, there happened to be a D&D guy there. He goes, "Oh, you're looking to get into Dungeons and Dragons?" Like, yeah, it seems really cool. He's like, "Well, I was looking at the 4th edition books because I didn't know anything about."
Oh no, I know.
So I'm looking at 4E. He goes, "Well, you don't want the 4th edition." I'm like, "What? What? Why not?" He goes, "It's got a lot of problems in it that a lot of players don't like. Most players play 3.5. 3.5 is
arguably the best at that time.
Well, at that time, it was the best.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, it was the best. There was no other system everything else was subpar to it.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh wow, this is oh wow, that was 3.5. This is the one most people play. It allows for multi-classing. It's a lot more fun to play. It's a lot more. You have more character customization and unique abilities. Like, oh, cool. Okay, I'll get that one. That's what I recommend.
Yeah.
And I never found anyone to play with. But I did read the book quite a bit, so I kind of learned about kind of how the game worked.
Yeah.
So I knew I had an idea. And what's funny thing is, I actually, now that I think about it, I think I was already I've always been a world builder, but I think I used a lot of that, unknowingly I used some of that, along with the Lord of the Rings stuff, to when I was creating fun systems and stories with people.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get
So
you.
I think I did use some of that to an extent, without realizing it, but just because it was cool. You know? I've been playing 5. So I got into the game actually in 5e, 5th edition, and I'm enjoying it so far. And just from what I remember of 3. Like the rules of 3.5, or at least from the handbook, coming in 5e, there are a lot of diehards who will say that 3.5 is definitively better than 5th edition.
Which
I don't. I say they're both. I say they're both around equally good. Each one has their own faults and has their own things that are good about them and bad about them. One thing I love that I think 3.5 has better than 5th edition is 3.5 evil people make more sense. Like your enemies make more sense because your enemies, your monsters and whatnot, all have most of them have some sort of weakness. Now they have more health, but they have weaknesses too. So you can actually kind of try to figure out the weakness and exploit it. You know. They also now for snakes back then actually could cast spells.
That's a whole nother topic.
But no, 5e has I think 5e does a lot for just making the game simple.
5e is
simple.
It's simple. Good starting.
It simplifies things. It makes it to where the game isn't you're not gatekeeping, where the game's not innately gatekeeping itself.
Yeah.
It makes it where it's a lot more simplistic. And yes, the thing is though, just because the game is innately simplistic doesn't mean you can't. It has to always be simplistic.
Yeah.
You can add tons of extra features and things to the game because it's your world. But
I don't know if you've noticed, but in mine,
I'm gonna get to my character now.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I just wanted to bring. I wanted to talk about this because this is what the difference is between your first time was in 3.5, mine was in 5e.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna talk about a character I met, a character I created. This is actually a character. Yeah, I met him in real life. He's pretty dope. He's pretty hot, you know. So the character I'm going to talk about is a character I actually created for a campaign of mine. He was designed to be. I wanted to make it because I just wanted to make him, but he was also designed to be kind of the lookout for the group.
I think I know who you're talking about. I hate him.
You love the character. You hate that I did it, but you love the character.
Okay, I know who it is.
So I built him to kind of watch over the group and make sure the group was kind of constantly being on the right path. Also because we also had several players who were returning, but it's been a long time since they played, and the ones that were returning had only played 3.5. They were new to 5e, and there were 2 players who were just new entirely. So it was definitely only one player who was pretty much a veteran of 3.5 and was decently familiar with 5e. So only one player coming into it was really knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
and you were in there as well, and you were still new to 5e.
Yes.
But you had a lot of experience with 3.5, but you were still kind of new at 5e at
Yeah,
that point.
5e did not make any sense to me.
At first,
Yeah, at first.
But no, this campaign was a lot of fun, and I created this character named Jonathan Ignis. If you catch what the name's supposed to be a reference to, it's a reference to Johnny Blaze. It's Ghost Rider. So the character started off as a paladin, a human paladin, and right when everyone had gotten to level 3. There was a point in this campaign where the town they were at was attacked by a bunch of orcs, and the character ends up going to defend another player, and he gets just
Wrecked.
cut down by this orc. This orc rolled. I was not I was at some point I was gonna have Johnny die and do this moment, but it happened for me. I rolled a nat 20. I'm like, oh, that's a crit. And how much? Oh, that's a lot. That's a chieftain's damage. Oh, that's a lot. Well, Jonathan Ignis is dead. The other veteran player was also playing a paladin, so Jonathan was a paladin. Just straight up paladin at this point. His other friend was another paladin in the group, and he was like, no! He was going vengeance rage. I'm gonna kill that orc. He's running. He's cutting down, and actually, a lot of the characters of the group actually were shocked that, oh god, one of the characters is dead. They actually started cutting, started just gunning to try to get to Jonathan. And as they're fighting and getting close to him, comes the moment where Jonathan comes back to life, because as he was dying, his soul was going across the Aether to the realm it belonged to, the realm of Kellanvor, the god he worshipped. And then he got intercepted by Zariel. She was the former angel turned into the Devil Lord.
Yeah, I remember her now.
Lord of Hell, whatever.
Yeah.
One of the
One of the lords.
Yeah, So she intercepts him, seeing that he was wrong because he had a destiny and he died early. How he's been wrong like she was wrong.
Yeah.
And so she gave him the gift of immortality, and he will live until he succeeds his mission. His mission was to kill a dragon, a very specific dragon. No, he still has not killed that dragon yet. He still has to kill. Yeah, he's not killed. No, it's a pretty tough dragon, so it's going to be a while before he actually ever completes that mission. Point being is that he comes back, boom, he's Ghost Rider now. He gains 2 levels. He was level 5 at that point. Because he needed to be a warlock. Yeah. So he comes back to 2 levels, and he's a revenant. He's on fire. And he grabs the orc who killed him by the throat, lifts him up, and casts Burning Hands. No. First this is all a cinematic thing. So he first uses the Eldritch Blast, made it look like chains, wrapped it around the chieftain, pulled the chieftain towards him, because it's 10 feet. You can pull him 10 feet closer with the grasp of Hadar.
Yeah.
For each beam fired.
Yeah.
So technically it's 2 beams fired because it's 5th level. So I pulls him 20 feet closer, right to him, where he grabs him by the throat, lifts him up, and casts Burning Hands, incinerating the orc's head. So there's the character, Jonathan Blaze. Or Jonathan Ignis, sorry. Johnny Blaze is the same thing.
It's all the same.
But so why did I create him? What went behind it? So I think I wanted to build him. I saw Tulok the Barbarian do a character build on him. I thought that seems like a lot of fun. I want to do it my own way. I'm gonna make some changes to it. But I want to make a character like that because I feel like it's the perfect babysitter. Because if he dies, he just comes back 24 hours later.
Every group needs a babysitter.
The group's like, oh no, he's dead. Retreat, fall back. We must escape. He died defending us. We must escape. And then, oh god, that hurt. Getting out of hell.
Can you imagine?
I'm back.
Imagine being like
the first time. Just the first time. What do you think? If a revenant dies, and their body's intact, it'll just come back to that body with 1 health.
Yeah.
But if the body is destroyed, they come back within a mile They resurrect within a mile with a whole new body, new form.
Can you imagine it's like resurrecting somewhere? Where am I? Like up on top of a mountain. How did I get here?
I died at the bottom of the mountain. This is BS. I gotta throw myself down this mountain now. No, but so I wanted to build this character. It seemed like a lot of fun. Honestly, that's something I think a lot of people don't realize. Paladin and Warlock is so much fun.
I don't think I've ever built one.
Paladin and Warlock is one of the funnest classes mix you can do because you have this idea that you have this character who has both A, you have the power of the broken smiting,
Yeah. Oh, God.
and B, you have all the cool abilities of the Warlock. And they kind of, because a lot of the problems with the Warlock,
they all just mix together.
it mixes super well together because because the Paladin allows you to be tanky and up close. The Warlock gives you a ton of ranged options. It's a lot of fun, honestly, and you can build it in so many different ways. Like I just built Ghost Rider with it. You can build a ton of different cool characters with it, like that way. Not even just characters who are other characters from other fiction, but you can build a cool, unique character with it.
That's not a combination
you can build. It should be though. I mean, you do a paladin. So they do like a paladin. What's the oath? What's the nature oath? What you know what I'm talking about. Point is, you do that. You're a paladin. You do. Actually, I'll look it up.
I think it's a Force Walker.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now because we have the power of the internet.
So while you're looking this up, we'll put a pin in this one for a minute.
So go ahead.
So I want to ask you, what's the funnest character you've ever built?
That's easy. Nargoth Sharphorns. Nargoth Sharphorns was the funnest because I constantly made the DM just constantly just rework his entire plot because he let me do dumb things. That's on him. Like, it really is because he allowed me to do dumb things.
But it turned out. It usually turned out for the best.
Oh yeah. Who would have thought that I was really good at derailing and creating new plot points and storylines? Who would have thought?
So
someone who's been world building pretty much all his whole freaking life.
Yeah. So one of the funnest characters I've ever built is actually the character I have in Devin's campaign.
Which one is that?
Sam.
Okay. I forget you're running the other campaign. I forget that.
Yeah. So in Devin's campaign, his campaign is all based around metal.
Oath of the Ancients. Oath of the Ancients. You can do like an Oath of the Ancients, and then do like a pact with the old ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can do something like that, where it's you made a pact with the old ones to bring everything back to its natural state, the void.
Yeah.
But your Oath of the Ancients is all about about being more one with yourself and about restraining people and stuff. So you can have so much control and mind manipulation with those. It's like there's so you have physical control with the Oath of the Ancients, but you have mind manipulation with the old ones. Like there's so much cool stuff. You can do Oath of Conquest, but have it be like your pact is pact of the weapon pact. We have a living weapon as your patron. Like there's just so much you can do. Paladin Warlock, please build that, people. It's so much fun.
I might have to build it now when Sam dies.
Good.
So Sam is easily my funnest character because it's something I've not been able to do in a long time.
Who'd you base him off of?
I'm basing him off of Sam from Supernatural, but the whole class idea was a demon hunter, which again is what Sam is. I built him off a paladin and ranger.
Okay.
Which that's in itself is a fun class combination.
Especially if you're using the Unearthed Arcana Ranger and do the improved Monster Hunter.
Yes, which it needed horrendously. Made it so much better. But Devin, bless his soul, let me trick class, which is not something that happens very often.
What'd you triple class into? I forgot.
Barbarian. Just in case magic doesn't work, go angry and just...
I thought, you know what? I thought for once that you were, getting out of your shell. No. You went back to your shell.
Okay, no, I actually did him for a.
No, you played him for a while as just the Paladin
But
Ranger.
I'm doing it. There is a reason, and if I get to.
But Paladin,
farther
you
into
should
that.
be. Paladin should make you tanky enough in general to survive.
I'm super fucking tanky.
I know you are.
I'm
My point is,
super
you
tanky.
shouldn't ever have to go into the rage.
But the rage is for extra damage. Even more damage.
Paladins do plenty on their own.
Oh, they do. Oh, God, yes. But have that extra.
The fact you can divine smite
With-
twice in a turn,
So good.
it's so dumb.
It's so good. But, so, what made this character even more
You
fun?
can divine smite. So you can divine smite. So what you can do is you go, okay, I'm gonna do branding smite.
Mhm.
So my next attack is gonna boom hit you with branding smite.
No,
Then,
first-
no,
what you do first.
no. You're dual wielding.
You Hunter's Mark, then Branding Smite.
Well, no, you can't do both. They're both bonus actions. So, but I'm saying, so you have your dual wielding weapons.
Yeah.
You go, cool, branding smite, set it up.
Yeah.
First attack, boom, branding smite, hit. Next attack, does it hit? Okay, now I'm gonna divine smite here, boom. Oh my, now my actual extra attack. So,
Yeah.
divine smite again, boom.
Yep.
The
It's outrageous.
divine smite's dumb.
It's
But the thing is, you can't nerf it because if you do, it takes
takes
away.
away.
Takes away the whole point of being a paladin.
But what made it the funnest? At first, it was not my funnest character. My funnest character was when I played Pathfinder.
Okay, so continue.
But it's this last session when we was fighting that evil train,
Mm-hmm.
Thomas.
Oh my god! Once again, character creation. We're not talking about stories.
No, this is what made it. It's the god he was following was Dio.
Oh, so in this world, all the gods are
are-
based off real life rock legends. So
But I built this character around Dio. Yeah, but I built him around Dio and all that. You calm down and shush. It's hard.
You literally said the same thing 4 times.
I
in a
built
row.
him around Dio. Dio.
Continue, please.
But it's just the amount of shenanigans I can get up to with him. Because the Ranger gives him that long range.
Mm-hmm.
Then Paladin, of course, is the tank and damage.
Mhm.
Then Barbarian. Just to piss you off.
It's there's a lot of combinations you can do. A lot of good fun stuff you
but
can do.
I honestly didn't think Paladin and Ranger would work well together.
So a character. We only have a few more minutes. So I'm gonna go into my character now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're
I
good. No,
have
I
to.
get you.
So the character I want to bring up is a character that I built for your campaign. So
Wait, the one now or the previous one?
no, this one.
Okay.
So the character. So I don't even remember who I built for your previous campaign.
Ignis. You brought him in.
Did I bring him in?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Piece of shit.
Oh wait, now I remember. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
Pain in my ass. Falls into a trap. It's a poison trap. I'm immune. Someone needed to die there.
Should have told me. Yeah, I forgot about that. But no, the current character, because I wanted to build a very different kind of character. So I built a cleric ranger. It's very different. So the cool thing about being a cleric ranger is that you, they use light domain cleric. So so the idea behind him was the character. I wanted him. He's the last. He's the follower, or he's the last follower of his god. His god had been losing. Is an old deity who've been losing followers through the generations. People kept worshiping false idols, and his followers became fewer and fewer. My character there was a handful, but they were attacked in a massacre, and he was the last remaining one. So he's the last cleric of this god. So I thought, well, the god is a god of light and creation, so I should probably make a light domain cleric. I thought I want to do something, but I want to be able to hit things from afar and also, if I have to, get in close combat. I'll do a ranger because it's all about the whole gist of my character is that he's trying to keep the natural order of things. So yeah, Be a
Which-
ranger.
that makes
'Cause I don't want
sense.
to be a druid cleric. That's just stupid. So,
Blight Path. Blight Path.
light path druid, circle of wildfire druid,
Oh God.
and it just be so there be so much just doubling up on spells to be bad. You just like I get fireball twice. That's not how that works.
Too bad.
No, but it's really cool though the character because I have access to stuff like he's the whatever the psychic domain of druid is it's the Fey Wanderer.
Yeah.
So he's a Fey Wanderer, so he can do psychic damage with his weapons,
Which is
with both at ranged and for melee combat.
that
which
is so dumb.
it's a lot of fun. And Rangers needed it. It actually makes even base Ranger fun.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, then Cleric itself has just the dumb
Just
shenanigans of
outrageous.
being of Clerics. Just the whole, like, just Guiding Bolt, Inflict Wounds, Spiritual Guardian, Spiritual Weapon. It's
Just
it Revivify.
It's what.
It's so much fun playing as Cleric in that manner. But
It's what they do best.
so
Inflict Wounds.
it was a lot of fun just building that character. Just like the idea of like, oh, I am the last survivor of this
This god.
god and the last follower of him, and I must put the light in people
You.
and bring forth divine judgment. And so my character's also he's not schizophrenic, but he appears like he is. So he's always so his god is always throwing a voice in his head. So anytime that he's like anytime he meets someone, the god, he says his first opinion of him.
They're
in his head.
They're
Okay.
judging.
Okay, so the characters will say his opinion in his head, and the god will say his opinion. And so, and depending upon that opinion, they'll be like, he'll go to someone who goes, "We are unsure of you," or "We have decided on you," or "You have been chosen." It'll be one of those three things. We
Always.
have decided on you. We're unsure, or you have been chosen.
No, what you need to make it one more. And just we don't like you.
No. That's we have decided upon you.
No, that could go both ways.
Yeah, that's what you want. Though.
No, you need one like
You want it to be unless someone's outright just doing evil things and looks at you and goes, "You will
Smite!
That you will not. That you are not among the chosen." Just give it. We want to give him because the idea is to give him unease, and we actually let my character let someone else, another player, die because their player was evil.
I'm not gonna say evil, but
No, his character was lawful evil. All right, but we're getting to the end of this video. I'm going to get up and turn it off.
yeah,
so.
'cause we're professionals.
We only have like 33 minutes of time per video, so. My name was Jimmy. It's no longer. I'm now Luke.
I'm Jimmy.
This is What's on the Table.
See you guys later.